so here's a probability example. The figure below shows the number of students who earned each of the following letter grades in a biology class at a local college. There were 212 students enrolled in the class, and they all earned one of 4 possible letter grades. If one person from this class is chosen at random, what is the probability this person earned either an A or a B? So here we go. Here's the figure they're talking about, and it looks like 37 students earned an A, 78 earned a B, 71 earned a C, and 26 earned a D. So then what's the probability this person earned either an A or a B? So I want you to think back to how we calculate probability. So the event that we're looking for, okay, the event that we're looking for is earning, or so I could say earned an A or B. So earned either, either should be over here, earned either an A or a B, okay? So all we need to think about with probability is its number of outcomes in E over total number of outcomes. So number of outcomes in E. So earning either an A or a B. Well, 37 students earned an A and 78 students earned a B. So the number of outcomes in E is just going to be 37 plus 78. Okay, because that's the number of outcomes in E. So there are 37 students who you could randomly pick who would give you, or who earned an A, and 78 of the students that you could pick earned a B. So we add those together to get the total number of outcomes in E, okay? Then it's over the total number of outcomes, okay? So the total number of outcomes is how many students are in the class. So there's 212 students in the class. So 37 plus 78 is going to be 115 over 212, okay? So then your answer is going to be E here. All right, so basically just think about the number of outcomes in E. How many students will give you what you want, and what you want is A or a B. So 115 of them will satisfy that, being the event that you want, which is either an A or a B, and there are 212 together, so the answer is E. Now, they set traps here for other ones. So let's think about what these other traps are. First of all, we want to put this in with, let's make this out of 212 so we can see what that top number is. So that's times 4, so that times 4 is going to be 108. Okay, so let's think about it. Well, 41, the only way I can think of 41 would be 78 minus 37. So what they're doing is they're assuming you're going to memorize something about probability. So notice how we did 37 plus 78. They're assuming that you just know it has something to do with the two numbers and you're either adding or subtracting. Okay, and if you memorize, you might make that mistake of subtracting when you should be adding. That's why you need to think about it logically and say, okay, number of outcomes in E, well, 37 will give me an A, 78 will give me a B, so I want both of those because both of those will satisfy what I want, which is earning either an A or a B. So that's the trap for A, is that they're assuming you're going to subtract. B is going to be 45. So that appears to be, 71 minus 26 is going to give you 45. So what they're assuming there is that you misread and you did C and D. Okay, 71, I see 71 for C, so they're assuming you just picked C, you know what I mean? Because maybe you were thinking, oh, it's either A or B, so I'm going to pick C, because there's a thing in probability where it's 1 minus, and maybe that's what they were thinking you were thinking. 108 is going to be, here we go, A and C, so again, they're assuming you misread the question or going too quickly, and then 115 out of 212 is the answer. So there you go. Another way to solve this problem is to think about the probability that the person earned an A and the probability that the person earned a B as mutually exclusive events. So let's think of event A being earned an A and event B being earned a B. So what you want is you want the probability of A union B. Oops. I forgot the B. Okay. So you want the probability of A union B, okay, which is the probability of A plus the probability of B. And we don't have to subtract the probability of A intersection B because they're mutually exclusive events. So this might make it easier for you. You might be thinking, okay, the probability of earning an A is just 37 out of 212. And the probability of earning a B is just 78 out of 212. Okay? So 37 over 212 plus 78 over 212 equals 115 over 212, which is E.